Are you like me and know that it's important to have a complete CRM database with as much information about your customers and contacts as possible, but you just don't like spending the time filling in all the details? Well, let me show you something that has helped me out tremendously, and it doesn't take you any extra work. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm adding a company to my Zoho CRM, an account record, and I always just neglect putting in the website. I just, for whatever reason, I'm just lazy and I never put it in. Now, you might not think that's a big deal. Like, it's just a website. I'm sure I could Google this company and find them later online if I had to. But one of the reasons why having that website value in your CRM is so important now is because that's what Zoho's enrichment feature uses to be able to go out onto the company website, grab details like that company's address and phone number, industry, and other information, and populate that data back in the CRM. So if you're leaving your website field blank on records in your database, you're missing out on a lot of that potential enrichment data. All right, so what have I done to make this automatic in my world? And even when I forget, it fills in for me. Let me show you what I did. So the way that this works is when I add a contact to an account, so I'm just going to add this account record here to the database. When I add a new contact to an account, and you can see that the website on the account is empty, we'll put a contact in here, and we are going to get the email address of the contact and hit save. Okay, I have a workflow rule. Then what it does is when a contact is added to an account, it looks at the email address of the contact. And if it's a company email address, in other words, it's not gmail.com, yahoo.com, outlook.com, it's an actual company domain, and the related account is has a website value that's blank, the automation will automatically grab the end of that email address and put a www in front of it and make that the website address. So I'm just going to refresh the page here, and you can see that my automation automatically filled in the website address based on the contact that I entered in. That was it. I didn't have to do anything extra. Now, when I go to edit this account record, I have available to me the enrichment feature. If I didn't have the website on this account record, this option would not be here, but I'm able to enrich it. And you can see that I'm now able to get the company phone number, industry, computer programming services, address. This is all correct information from my website that Zoho has found and is pulling back into the CRM. So let's take a look at the way that this is done in the system. So what we're going to do is first, let's go over to our workflow rules. And in this case, it's based off of the contacts module, set account website from email address. So here's how the rule works. The rule is executed when a contact record is created. It also checks to make sure that we have an email address. The email is not empty on the contact. And then we've got the custom script here. Here's the custom script. Like I said, contact me. I can copy and paste this and send it over to you. But the way that it works is the function gets the ID of the contact passed to it. It then fetches that contact. It then fetches the account related to that contact. It checks to see if the website on that account record is populated or empty. If it is empty, it will then parse out the domain part of the email address. We'll double check to see that it's not a generic email domain like gmail.com, yahoo.com, etc. And if it determines it's not generic, it will then update the account record related to the contact with the website address with the www dot in front of it. That's it. Pretty simple script, 29 lines of code, and it's ready to go.